Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with another Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the season calendar for Season of Dawn starting December 10th in Destiny 2. Now this is going to be a quick little overview of everything. You're going to see a lot of quick little gameplay of the Sundial 6-player new activity in the background, and when I'm done rambling my head off here, I'm just going to go ahead and let this thing play out so you can see the Sundial in action. But here is a quick look at the entire calendar as a whole. Starting December 10th, Season of Dawn begins. You get a new seasonal activity, PVE mode, the Sundial. You get the first boss, and you get the first location, the Hollow Voice. Or maybe that's two bosses, I'm not really 100% certain there. But free to all Destiny 2 players is you get the new seasonal artifact, the Lantern of Osiris, the Solar subclass update, which is going to be a nice overhaul of different subclasses of each class for the Solar. I believe it's for top tree for Warlock, middle tree for Titans, and bottom tree for Hunters, I believe it is. I mean, if I'm wrong, someone in the comments down below can go ahead and let me know if I am. But moving on over to the right side of this calendar here, starting December 17th, you get the Nessus and EDZ obliques. Pardon my pronunciation of half of this crap. It's going to be totally terrible. You get a new boss in the Sundial, Ostic, the Sky Piercer. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. We're also going to be saving a legend, aka bringing or attempting to bring back Saint 14 himself, the greatest Titan that ever lived. Moving on from the 17th through January 14th, we have the Dawning, which is going to be, that nice Christmassy event. Remember last year you had a chance to get some of those burnt edge transits and all those cookies and everything you were creating. We have our first Iron Banner going into process on December 24th. Christmas Eve, we have Iron Banner making its way in. And we also have the newest boss for the Sundial being added, Tazarok, the Sun Eater. And we have a new difficulty being added into the Sundial beginning January 7th, alongside the first exotic quest, Devil's Ruin. This is the exotic sidearm. I don't think we've had one of those since the Rat King in the year 1 of Destiny 2, which has been a long time. Now, I'm not 100% certain for this January 28th exotic quest, the Bastion here. I don't know if it's an SMG or if it's an assault rifle. It's really kind of confusing, or hell, it could be even a fusion rifle. But from my point of view and from what I'm seeing, it almost looks like an auto rifle. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. It could be an SMG. Sign off in the comments down below if you guys know more than I do, because apparently I'm dumb and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Moving on down to February 4th, you have the Empyrean Foundation and the Sundial new boss, the Inatum Oblivion's Trune. No idea how to pronounce his name either. And then moving on to February 11th through the 18th, we have the return of Crimson Days. Well, we'll probably have the doubles and all of that coming into play as well. Now, that is a whole lot of information and a whole lot of stuff coming your way, throughout the entire time of Season of Dawn. So it looks like this is going to basically be going all the way through the midway part of February, and it may go a little bit beyond that. There's no guarantee that the season's going to end directly on the 18th. It may go a little bit like a week or two beyond that. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens, but I'm going to shut up here. This is a quick look at everything coming in Season of Dawn from the start date of December 10th to what we can see all the way through February 18th at the end of Crimson Days. So with that being said, enjoy the Sundial gameplay. I'm going to shut up now. Like if you haven't, sub if you're new, and I will see you all in Destiny 2. Peace out.
And when hard mode comes out, you're gonna want to bring some friends that have, that have leveled up their artifact and gotten better mods to be able to use against.
So point of order, the Sundial is a 6-player match-made activity.
Correct.
I can bring a pre-made 6-player fire team if I want. Obviously, a team that can communicate with each other and coordinate with each other can complete this activity more efficiently, more quickly, get to that loot at the end. But in terms of hard mode, that does require a pre-made fire team.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna
just want to set those expectations appropriately for our community. So we got some big bad bosses here.
I think players are gonna really enjoy the new champions.
One of the big challenges we had to figure out for this particular encounter is that like we had to like be able to throw this ball that creates this giant laser and stuff. So I'm so glad we got that in there. But like one of the difficulties is that you're looking at this really bright skybox, and we had to make a laser like be brighter than the sun when you're on Mercury, and that was a challenge. I'm glad we got it working, but like my gosh, we had to iterate a lot on that one.
So talk to me about what the players are doing right now. They're picking up these charges. How exactly are they using these to overcome the tactical conditions
So in this
here?
possible future, the Cabal have won. They've learned to potentially weaponize the light, and they have all their ships just in orbit, and you're basically, thematically, you're just basically saying, stop hitting yourself. You're throwing their kind of beacons. He's like, when I remember we were early in production, I went up to John, so I'm like, can we get a line that says, "Idiot, start off the laser!" It just cracked me up, but I don't think we got it. There might be a random chance, guys. I don't know, but it's entertaining, really.
I remember in production, like when you first came up to me, like, hey, we got this prototype working. I saw it, I was like, my gosh, how are we gonna pull this off?
I'm gonna blow up the whole goddamn world with this thing. That's the power of fantasy here.
The Sundial itself, it looks like a very dangerous thing. It looks like the type of thing that your mother would tell you not to play on, and here we're sending 6 people up on that thing to play with time. What were some of the different discoveries that you make along the way through playtest with the Sundial specifically?
Make friends. I'm just kidding.
No, it was actually it was kind of humbling, and just kind of it was a great exercise in just user experience, because you spend all this time building encounters, building mechanics, and tweaking things, iterating, and some of the most fun that we had in playtests, and we were noticing is players just like killing themselves. They really just like to entertain themselves by just being murdered over and over and over again. So the Sundial, it probably has some design flaws. Well, Cyrus, he was just
It's a feature.
Yeah,
it's a feature.
Yeah, there they go.
In some timelines they die, in some timelines they make it, You can't control time.
Yeah. Well, we encourage you all to be very careful as you play on the Sundial. That's the end of the first encounter, and there are several more encounters that would lead to the final.